Alex from the YouTube comments wanted to see my beret collection. He wanted the origin story, so I thought I'd do that. This is the extent of my collection. That started back in college, where there were way too many girls named Alexandra running around, and I had an identity crisis. I thought, no, oh my god, I'm gonna blend into the crowd. Oh my god, I'm gonna be forgotten. I'm gonna be lost. No, bad. Why do I always have to share my name? Because I went to high school with 2 other girls in my graduating class named Alexandra who refused to go by any nicknames, and I always had to be the one to change it. I was like, god damn it. That happened again in college. So I stuck on a beret and went by my last name, Bender, and eventually it stuck. Wearing a beret started back in high school, as the first one I ever got was that gray one right there. My aunt gave it to me when she was cleaning out her closet. This is the second one I've ever owned. And the few times I wore it to high school, I always got praise for them. People like hats. Or maybe it suits me, I don't know. It started my sophomore year in college, and I'd match them with my shirts and get more creative. And eventually I accumulated them. Most of them are from the internet, a couple were gifts. This is the most recent one I got. I got that Dapper Day at Disneyland. How many is that total? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 22. So I got 22 berets, for those of you wondering. Organize them. My light side to dark side, or dark to light. You pick. As an added bonus, these are some additional hats I own. So my Codename Kids Next Door hat, which I got when I met Mr. Warburton, who created the show in 2004. And this hat really hasn't seen too much of the light of day since, but if you remember Cartoon Fridays, totes legit. I said totes ironically. This is my Sherlock Deerstalker from specifically the Benedict Cumberbatch BBC Sherlock. I have a cosplay of that character because I think it's fun, and I wear the hat and coat as fashion pieces. A story about that: I don't do well with other women, friendship-wise, and this was my backwards attempt to try and make more female friends, but interestingly enough, when I wear this hat, it's always middle-aged guys coming up to talk to me and say, "Oh, are you a Sherlock Holmes fan? Have you read the original stories? Do you know Basil Rathbone?" Yes. I read the first Sherlock Holmes stories in 6th grade. I've read a couple. I did watch the original Basil Rathbone movies. They're really good. I watched them with my dad. And this is another thing I got at Dapper Day at Disneyland. I believe it was called a driver's cap. That's what the guy who sold it to me called it. But I always called it a pageboy cap. You know, like Newsies. I wear it around now because it blocks the sun efficiently. Yeah, maybe I'll wear one of these, but this is a heavier hat. So, those are my hat stories. Those are the mysterious origins of the hats.